last time we introduced the position size calculator, and in order to do that, we had to learn a bit about what was a stop loss in pips. And so I went through a little bit of this, and there's all sorts of online position size calculators, but they all yield the same information. So you can pretty much use any one of them. So, like I said, last time we introduced the stop loss, and then we were able to introduce and use the position size calculator. And today, I want to introduce the NinjaTrader 8. Unfortunately, it's a Windows-only application as far as I know. Now, TradingView does have replay. However, it's not free. For example, if I click to select the starting point, say here, then I get 30-day free trial and so on. So they kind of like suck you in by, hey, why don't you click somewhere and get going, but you really can't. So because I don't want to pay yet, we are going to introduce NinjaTrader 8, which also has playback, and it's free. And you install it, and you go get some historical data of your choice. And I want to demo the stop loss and other uses for it is you can practice offline or weekends when the markets are closed. You can speed it up, you can slow it down, you can pause. So do a Google search for NinjaTrader 8 and you'll arrive here, and you add in your email address and hit download. Now I had a little issue here where I typed in my email address and then I clicked over to download and nothing happened. But I did get like a little indicator that the email address was valid, but download didn't do anything. But the next time I did it, I typed in the address, I hit tab, and then I might hit tab again, and then the download works. So you'll have to putz with it, but eventually I got it to work. After you enter your email, you may get this. We don't really need free live market data. So then you just download. You can save the file. You'll want to run this NinjaTrader installer. And I really just click next, yes, I accept, next, install. Hit finish. Once you have it started, you do not yet want to make a connection. We're going to be using the playback connection, but first we want to go grab some playback data. So you will go to Tools, Import Historical Data. Another window should pop up somewhere on your screen. If it shows the Edit tab, which says Historical and Market Replay, then just go over to the Load tab and expand Get Market Replay Data. Select your instrument. I have it selected at Euro USD pair. I'm going to get a few days. You can only pick one day at a time. So March the 1st, download. As soon as it gets disabled and enabled again, download the next one. 2nd of March, download. The 3rd of March, download. And finally, the 4th of March, download. Now that we have playback data, we want to go to Connections, click on Playback Connection, find this other window here. That will be your playback control. But first we need a chart. So go over here to New Chart, or New I should say, find Chart, make your selection, which is Euro USD. And I'm selecting the type, the data series type is a minute of value 1, so 1 minute chart, price based on last. That's fine. I didn't touch anything else. So now we have a chart. just for kicks, so you can see this in action, I'm going to bump up. So I'm clicking over here, and this is the playback speed. I'm going to bump it up. I've got it to 50 times, and I'm just going to hit play. See if we can bump it up to 100 times, 500 times. Okay, you can pause it. Notice that based on the download of data that I did, the player matches the dates, right? The first date I did was March the 1st, and the last one was March the 4th, and so this matches that. Now I would like to do a couple of things simultaneously here using this chart. I want to enter some sell and buy orders and also demonstrate stop loss order. Since we already can see this chart and we can play it back, that makes it very convenient for us. Come over here to drawing tool, and we can draw an ellipse. I want to do a buy here because I think that it is going to trend up. Now remember, we can play this back, so if we've only played it to here, we don't know that it actually went down. So I'm thinking based on here that it's going to go up. And, never mind that it is or it isn't, but just for the sake of example, I'm going to place a buy order here because I think it's going to go up. We're going to place a sell order someplace up here, and we're going to also place a stop loss somewhere here. I blew up the chart so we can play or guess at some of these numbers. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to place a buy order for 1.1200 and 9 pipettes. And then we're going to do our sell order here to close out the position at 1.1202 and 8 pipettes. And that's a sell and a sell stop loss down here. To place our orders, you go to new, and I'm going to go ahead and use basic entry. Here is a basic entry form. To recap, here are the numbers. There's our buy, based on the chart we drew up that we blew up. There's our sell that we expect to hit, but we're not going to because we already know what's going to happen. And there is our stop loss. Let's play the chart forward again, and then we will pause it at the right time, to give us time to place our orders. We have paused the chart movement, the playback. We are here at our basic entry window. So it's going to be a buy limit order, a mini lot, 10,000 units. We have our data at 1.1209. So we're going to place a buy.
Order submitted.
We have submitted the order. If you look at the main NinjaTrader window, you'll see that the order is in the working state. It has not been filled. Now we are ready to resume play.
Order filled.
I paused play just to zoom in and show you that it shows on the chart that our buy order was filled. And here in the main NinjaTrader window, we can see that the state now of that order is filled. We have successfully bought right here, and I want to put a sell order up there. Back to our trade window, our basic order entry window, and we're going to do a 1.12028, and it's a limit order. We're going to sell.
Order submitted.
There is our working sell order. All right, so we got a buy in. We actually did that. We put in a sell order. We're going to do the stop loss. Back to our order entry window. And this time we're going to do a stop loss. However, what we're going to do here, we want to make sure it does get triggered. So I'm going to do a stop market. And that is 1.11997. And that is a sell.
Order submitted.
We can see the 2 orders that we have recently put in the main NinjaTrader window. Okay, so we have a buy. We set up the 2 sells, one for profit, one for loss. All that's left to do is play the tape. Here we go. Might as well bump up the speed.
Order filled.
You can see in the main NinjaTrader window that the sell for profit up there never executed, but the stop did. It was filled. Now, however, I placed this wasn't the best way to do it. I just wanted to show you how how to use this tool a little bit. This wasn't the best place to do it, so obviously I didn't set my stop loss in the correct place. But I hope you get the idea of how to use this tool and how to practice and set losses and test, because you can also do indicators, which I haven't gone into and I'm not going to go into. Leave it for you to try it out.